Did you know that more people today are ending up being single? They are choosing it deliberately, unapologetically, and in growing numbers, turning their backs on tradition to claim independence on their own terms. Being single in today's world is no longer an aberration, but a legitimate choice now being made by many people. Individuals now prioritize personal freedom, the ability to make decisions without compromise, to pursue careers, travel, and personal goals on their own terms. The traditional expectation that fulfillment must come through partnership is steadily fading. There is also the growing awareness of emotional well being. People are no longer willing to stay in relationships that drain them or compromise their mental health. Some relationships, instead of nurturing growth, quietly erodes one's mental health. Constant criticism, emotional neglect, manipulation, or instability can create a persistent state of anxiety, self doubt, and even exhaustion. And over time, individuals may begin to question their own worth, suppress their true feelings, and walk on eggshells just in order to maintain peace. What should be a source of support becomes a source of stress, draining emotional energy and clouding judgment. The toll is often subtle at first, but prolonged exposure can lead to burnout, loss of identity, and even depression, reminding us that not all relationships are meant to be preserved, especially when they come at the cost of one's inner peace. And so more and more individuals are choosing to step away from relationships that erode their peace. They are discovering that the single life is not a sentence of loneliness, but rather a declaration of strength. That it can be a life of intentionality, where solitude becomes serenity, where independence becomes empowerment, where self respect becomes the foundation for every choice. This shift is profound. It tells us that fulfillment is not dependent on another person's presence, but in our own ability to nurture joy, purpose, and balance within ourselves. And so to be single today is not to be incomplete. Sometimes it is to be whole. Sometimes it is to be free. Sometimes it is to be courageous enough to honor your own worth. Additionally, shifting social norms have removed much of the stigma once associated with being single. Society now celebrates individuality. Success is no longer measured by marital status, but by personal growth, purpose, and happiness. Ultimately, choosing the single life today is less about rejecting relationships or about redefining them. It reflects a generation that values authenticity over obligation, quality over convention, and self awareness over societal pressure. The real question is no longer why are you single? That question has totally lost its spark. The deeper and more urgent question is this: are you truly fulfilled or merely following a script written by someone else?